Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first quarantine couples of a brand new year. Who's excited? I'm excited. It's January. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if you're new to the show or just new to the year, how this show works is I have two pairs of people. Today we have two pairs of friends, and what they're going to do is they're going to answer a series of questions for points and all of the glory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send one person from each pair out of the room, and then the other one is going to answer a series of questions that I've concocted, and then the other person is going to come back in the room, answer the same set of questions, and try to get a match. After 2 rounds of this, the team with the most points wins the game. We do this a lot, and people still want to come and play, so that's great. And the fun part about the show is if you're watching in the audience, you get a chance each round to pitch a question for our contestants. So if you want to go ahead and in the comments put a question that you'd like to ask them at any time throughout the game, I'll have Brian, who's here on tech, go ahead and grab those at the right time. Hey,
That's
Brian.
me. I'm here. I'm behind you. That's weird.
Oh no. Okay.
I'll be ready to help.
Okay, so let's introduce our contestants today. So our first pair we have today are Damien and Ed. Please introduce yourselves.
Whoops. There we go.
There we go. All right. We are Damian on your left, and I'm Ed on your right. We are the hosts and creators of the podcast A Geek History of Time, which is how we get most of our hanging out done of late. But that's not actually how we met. We met through tabletop role-playing because we are both gigantic nerds.
And because my brother knew us both.
All right.
Well,
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
That was, yeah.
Nice. Okay, and our second pair we have today are Kevin and Marco. Introduce yourselves, please.
Froze.
No, I know I was going to introduce Kevin. That's Kevin.
Sorry.
He's over there. Kevin is. Me and Kevin do a sketch comedy show, or when we did those things in a theater, we did a sketch comedy show that occasionally is randomly live on the internet, but it's called Squad Patrol.
Yeah. And we've got a show coming up, the 25th?
20 something. Brian and me just.
Great
Brian,
job, guys. Great job.
Good pitching. Good pitching.
Okay, well, on that note, we're going to have Kevin and Damien step off camera right now and ask Marco and Ed some questions. Let's see how this goes.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're going to go off camera now.
I thought technology would just like boot me out or something.
No.
Well, okay, bye.
Oh, that makes sense. That you could.
We're still analog with this part.
They're not in the same house. You could have just been like, bye.
Well, I guess so. I guess I could have just boom, yeeted him right out of the conversation.
You don't get to see it.
All right, sorry. All right, we're ready to roll. We got this.
Okay, so how this is going to work is you should have something to write on, and I'm going to ask you a question. So you're going to go ahead and write down your answer, and then you're going to show it to us on camera and say it out loud, and also any other explanation you want about the question. That way we have some dramatic effect to go when the person gets it right or wrong the next round. And I'm assuming Marco is looking for
I have
something.
a pen. I dropped it.
I used to do that all the time when I take tests. I get so excited about writing, I'd flip my pen across the room. Okay, so question number 1. Uh-oh, you're in an action film now. And someone has to follow the instructions to quickly defuse a bomb. Which of the two of you are going to be defusing that bomb? So you're going to go ahead and write down your name or your partner's name, who you would trust to defuse that bomb. Okay. So
Silent writers. Oh, wait, Ed's got something. Here we go. Hold on.
Are we throwing it up?
Okay.
Ed goes
Me.
with Ed.
It would be
I'm gonna
me.
do it.
Nice.
It would be me because Damian would be too busy cracking wise and trying to make light of the situation. Whereas I would be the one taking it sufficiently seriously to the verge of panic and actually getting something done. So
Nice. Okay. And Marco?
I don't know if it's gonna show up because my camera doesn't autofocus. I put myself. It's not gonna freaking show up. Huh.
There it is. Got it.
There we go.
there you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now I'm blurry. Yeah, because Kevin's not gonna defuse a bomb. I mean, you guys know Kevin. Not to be rude to Kevin. Kevin has many fine qualities, but if there was there's a bomb, I'm not gonna be like, Kevin, get over there. I had to ask Dana. I asked Brian to do it. I'm not gonna ask Kevin. He made cookies. They were really good.
Kevin did make very good cookies.
That was nice.
I
I know.
have
And
some.
you know, it was like
I don't-
self-deprecating. It was like, oh,
Yeah, I don't
these
know any
aren't
of you
that
well enough to
good.
know
And I was
whether I'd
like,
send you first before him, but yeah. Damian.
Okay, so question number 2. If your pair had to live in another state, so they had to leave California, where would they move? Got a
does it
1
have
in
to be another
40
state?
Yes.
Picking another state? Okay.
Yes. So you got a 1 in 49 options.
Oh, Christ.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, there's a lot of choices there.
That's a real,
There's literally
real poser.
49.
I don't know.
Some of these I like to make hard for the comedy of it.
I want to say something. I want to say Kevin would be like, well, I'm going to go somewhere like that you wouldn't think of, like Idaho. Like, because he'd be like, well, I got to do that. But I'm going to pick, I'm going to be able to see it here. I'm picking Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I think
All right.
Kevin's,
Okay.
I think Kevin's going to go with, for how, it's nice there. Like if you're simplistically being forced to move, you're going to pick somewhere that's fun.
Nice. Okay, and Ed?
Ed,
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Tennessee
that out.
because of
There we go.
family, I think. All right.
Nice.
Yeah,
Family.
his mom. I want to say it's in Tennessee. That's where his mom is. Otherwise, I mean, culturally, it'd be like a vast wasteland for him. He totally wouldn't fit in like at all. But that's first place I think of.
Okay, so question number 3 of the round is our multiple choice question. So I'm going to read it a couple times so you can really take in all of the options. Okay, so which of the following side dishes best represents your pair's personality? Are they A, a simple side salad, B, crab stuffed mushrooms, C, sweet potato fries, or D, a hearty soup? I may have been a little hungry. Did I eat lunch today? I don't remember. Okay, so again, which of the following side dishes best represents your pair's personality? Are they A, a simple side salad, B, crab stuffed mushrooms, C, sweet potato fries, or D, a hearty soup? Okay, Marco.
I'm gonna pick. This is good. I'm picking C
Okay.
because if you ever hang out with Kevin, all he does is eat ice cream and cake at an alarming rate, and that sounds like it's that because it's sweet, but also it's something you could order where you'd feel like you were being healthy because you didn't get fries.
Nice.
'Cause he's always
There you
like,
go.
I shouldn't, but I got 2 slices of pie, and you're like, what?
Nice. Okay, and Ed?
I think Damien is going to aspire to be hearty soup.
Nice.
I think since we're trying to get a match of what he's going to say, I'm going to say hearty soup. I would go with the crab stuffed mushrooms because he's just
sounds
that erudite and well read and like everything and like disgustingly good at lots of things. But I think hearty soup is what he's going to go for.
Nice. Okay, so the last question of the round is going to come from the audience. So Brian's going to read out some of the questions from the comments, and I'm going to write them down, and you don't have to answer these yet. I'll let you know which one we'll pick once we get some of them going.
I'll start from the bottom and work myself up. So,
Okay.
Let's see. One of the questions you can choose from, Dana, is who would be most likely to show up without calling first? So who would show up on the other person's door without calling first? If they had to choose between living in a tiny home or an RV, or a what? A dome. What would they choose?
Might have to Google that word and bring it back for later.
I don't know what that is. They just want to pick Scotland. They don't want to move to anywhere else in the United States. Okay, I get that. Oh, your dog's name, if you have one. Let's see. Who is more likely to answer a call? Who can change a tire the fastest? What is their least favorite movie? Let me see. Between the two of them, who would fight to the death? Who would win if they fought to the death? That's important. That's all the questions so far. There might be one. Who would be the one to pay for the check if you went out to brunch? Or who is the worst at wiping after pooping? Oh, Brian.
Okay.
Oh, and Ed, what's your puppy's name? I think, is that what somebody asked?
Oh, dog's name.
Dog's name. Oh, cat.
Cat.
The question was, what's your dog's name? He's a cat.
Oh, God.
I actually have 3 of them. I actually have 3 of them in the room with me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so it's inevitable they're going to show up again here.
Yeah, all good. All right, Dana, do you have your question?
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these questions and tweak it a little bit. Okay, so the question's going to be, what movie do they like to complain about the most? That might make it a little easier because it's something they talk about a lot. Because you might hate something but never mention it because you hate it so much. So the question again is like, what movie do they like to complain about the most?
By the way, while they're trying to figure that out, Mandy said that she's offended that I totally skipped her question.
Oh, no.
Oh, here it is. Which emoji represents them both? Best. Best.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying to say. I can read. My eyes are fine.
Ooh.
Back to your question, though.
I'm
Sorry.
going to write that down for next round.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ed, do you have an answer, it looks like?
I got it.
I'm
Okay.
thinking. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm
Okay,
still trying
so-
to think.
I'm gonna go with.
All right.
I'm gonna see if it'll show up. I'm getting good at this.
Okay.
Okay, Godzilla, 1998. If you know anything about what Kevin likes, he likes Godzilla movies. And Kevin doesn't like to complain very much, but he doesn't like the American 1998 Roland Emmerich Godzilla movie, and he will complain about that if you prod him.
Okay.
All right. It's not really just one movie. It's like a whole trilogy. It's Star Wars
There
prequels.
was prequels. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
He and it's not really complaining. He just likes to obsessively pick them apart. Like, which I mean is most of what we do on our podcast, so that's kind of unfair of me. But like, no, he will. He actually has a whole stand-up routine about how the Jedi like deserved what they got. So I'm gonna go with that.
I saw something going around the internet about how Jar Jar Binks doesn't have a canon death and he could show up in The Mandalorian if they wanted. I was like, no! Don't do it.
Oh.
That would be the only thing that would make me not want to see an episode of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so that is the last question. So we're going to go ahead and message Kevin and Damien and get them back in here.
I'm gonna message Kevin myself.
By the way, Mandy is in here again, and she says that she's never seen a Star Wars film.
Lucky.
Where's my camera? I can't find my damn camera. I'm so
Really
I'm so
makes her
surprised by
much
that.
better read and more cultured than the rest of us.
Probably busy watching Kurosawa films and, and new wave cinema from, French movies.
Hey, look, I watch plenty of Kurosawa films, and I'm
Yeah.
still a massive Star Wars nerd. So, just
Okay,
saying.
so we got our contestants back on
You don't
camera.
have to only drink Dom Perignon. You can drink, Mad Dog 2022. And
Are
like it. I'm saying,
you
like,
sure that we can't derail this entire thing to just talk about Star Wars prequels? Like all Star
mean-
Wars
I
movies
came back
in
at just
general?
the right time.
Because
Cool.
we could do that for like 2 or 3 hours.
I have some opinions. The first topic will be let's rank who's hottest.
Odd me. Next.
That's the way to go.
Okay, that's all I care about. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to read the questions that I just asked Marco and Ed, and then Kevin and Damien, you're going to answer based on how you would answer, and we'll see if you can get a match, and each match is a point. Okay, so first question. Uh-oh, you're now in an action film, and someone has to follow instructions to quickly defuse a bomb. Which of the two of you is defusing that bomb? So it's either going to be you or your pair.
It's gonna be Ed.
Okay. And Ed, what did you say? Yeah.
Ed, nice. Good job.
Yeah.
I'd have to say Marco, since he's more the type to work on a car. If you tell him like
The same thing.
this part, you go around this part and over there, and he's at least got a spatial recognition of how things are laid out. So Marco.
Ed just follows instructions better. So
I'm just more of a follower than you are. That's all. It is.
Marco, are you able to show your answer without revealing your other answers?
Oh, yeah. No, I should have done better with that, huh? Okay. I got it. Yeah, I can do that. Stupid. I'm trying.
We think.
Yeah, you said
my
Marco.
seat
All
doesn't
right.
have a
Yeah, there you go. All right, you both pick up a point. Congratulations.
Okay. So question number 2. If you had to live in any other state besides California, where are you going to move?
me or
Yeah.
my partner?
You.
You.
Me. Oh. It has to be one of the 50. It can't just be a region.
It's gonna be one of the 49 because you can't stay
Okay.
here.
Okay, well that's for damn sure. Not by the time I'm done doing what got me kicked out.
It sounds like
I'm
you have
gonna-
a plan, dude.
I don't know about a plan. I don't follow the steps. As you remember, you're setting the bomb. So I'm gonna say Washington State.
Okay. And Ed, what did you say?
Isn't your mom like in Is it Tennessee that your mom's in?
They're in Kentucky, and that's another good reason why I'm going to Washington State.
Nice. Okay, and Kevin.
Oh, you see what my hair will do in like the humidity? You kidding me? I need somewhere cool.
Very good point. There is that.
That's similar kind of thing. I have family in Oregon, so I would probably go north up to Oregon.
Okay. And what did Marco say?
I answered first, and I just picked it solely based on what I thought you'd like, and then Ed said family, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. So I said Hawaii because I thought you'd enjoy it.
Oh,
That's good.
that's true. I would.
I'll
besides
take
the
Hawaii.
cost of
Like,
living.
if he's not taking Hawaii, I'll take Hawaii.
Also, Damian's correct. Even if your family lived in a state, if it's humid, no. Just no.
Right.
That's wrong.
No,
I
I'll
went
go
to, like,
visit for a
Pennsylvania
week.
in like a trip,
Yeah.
and I got off the plane. I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
this is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad grew up in Florida, so every visit to my grandparents as a kid was like you'd sprout gill slits on your neck like when you stepped off the airplane. It's all.
Yeah. You'd come back and you need antifungal cream. You know.
Yeah, like whole body.
Yeah.
See, my older brother would come visit from Oregon during like the winter holidays and wear shorts because it was so nice here.
Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so question number 3 is the multiple choice question of the round, so I'm going to read it a couple times. So, which of the following side dishes best represents your personality? Are you A, a simple side salad, B, crab stuffed mushrooms, C, sweet potato fries, or D, a hearty soup? So again, which of the following side dishes best represents your personality? Are you A, a simple side salad, B, crab stuffed mushrooms, C, sweet potato fries, or D, a hearty soup?
Oh, you really hit the 4 humors there, didn't you?
Put a lot of thought into these.
Yeah. That's okay. So which one would Ben Grimm be? I think that's really the question that I need to be answering. I'm gonna go sweet potato fries because they're filling and orange.
Okay, and Ed, what did you say?
A hearty.
That was my second. Yeah, it was a close second. It really was.
Yeah, no, it was for me. It was the same way, but reversed. I was like, and yeah, I figured, being Hufflepuff that you are, you'd want to, go for that.
Hearty soup.
I would, yeah,
Or aspirationally a Hufflepuff.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, and Kevin.
Well, I am simple. I am not hearty at all. Cross that off. I'm the oldest person in the room usually, so I am crabby. That's a possibility. But my goal to be diabetic by eating as many sweet things as I can would probably go down to the sweet potatoes. It's the only one that has the word sweet in it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, Kevin likes sweet, and that says sweet. You ever eat with the guy? All he does is eat cake. It's always concerning. It's gonna be that thing where you are gonna be like, guy, I have diabetes, and we're gonna be like, no.
There goes that joke.
What? Oh, shocking.
Okay. Okay, so our last question of the round came from the audience. So I did a little bit of tweaking on this one to make it hopefully a little bit easier. So the question is, what movie do you like to complain about the most? So it's definitely something that your partner have heard you complain about.
Mm-hmm. And the rest of the world.
So Kevin,
You want to go first there, Kevin?
No, please go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with Star Wars, my beloved Star Wars. I would complain about that the most because I love it the most.
Yeah.
There you
yeah.
go.
Right, yeah, nice.
Yeah, I'll count that as a point. Nice. Okay, and Kevin.
In 1998, TriStar made an abortion of a movie that they called Godzilla. They had the balls to call this thing Godzilla. It was only missing one thing. Godzilla.
Oh, does he get double points for calling it the 98 version? Because that's spot on.
Oh, great.
Wow.
So now we've all heard that too. Okay.
Man, I thought I had a
Hit a
brand.
sore spot, clearly.
So
The only movie
after.
that broke my heart.
Aw.
I was so excited for that thing. I found out how to get a hold of the producers, and I wrote the producers pretending to have a fanzine just so I could get more information about the film.
Wow.
They believed
That's
me.
dedication.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
man.
So after one round, Damien and Ed have 2 points, and Kevin and Marco are just 1 point ahead with 3. But we have a whole nother round, so it's still anybody's game. So what we're gonna do for round 2 is this time Marco and Ed are gonna go off camera, and we're gonna ask Kevin and Damien some questions.
Right.
Goodbye.
And while they are doing that, I just want to remind everybody that there's a bunch of links in the description of this video on how you can do shout-outs, special shout-outs to people, how you can take one of our online classes. If you're able to support the Comedy Spot, information on how you can become a Patreon member, or be a subscriber on Facebook, or maybe just give us a one-time donation. And we just want to say thank you to all the people who've done that in the past, keeping us open until we can start to have in-person operations again. So thank you to all of you, and I'm glad you're watching. And I also have a question from Brian. He says, who will shave first? Could be a potential question in the show. So there you go. By the way, the part of Ed will be played by Ed's cat for this round.
Yes.
Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, I was trying to get it coming to the camera. Oh, kitty, 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 kitty. Come here.
Okay, Brian, we got questions
okay,
there.
sorry.
Okay, so we're gonna get a little serious with this one. Question number one. Between the two of you, who is more self-critical of their work?
Do I show you?
Yeah, so I always explain it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna write down your answer and then you'll show it to us and also tell us what you said.
Oh, okay. So, just in case my handwriting is that terrible.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
So, yeah, I said Ed.
Okay.
Perfect.
Kevin.
And I'm going with Kevin. That's whereas it's me.
Okay.
Easy.
I'm
Boom.
critical about everything, not just my work.
Feel that. Okay.
Ed just feels inferior compared to me. So very often when we work together, he just, he feels like he's the lesser of the two. And, truly he is. So it makes sense.
I feel like a lot of the people that I think are hilarious are like, oh, I sucked. I'm like, what are you talking about? You were really funny. I sucked. Okay, so question number 2. If your pair became the spokesperson for a snack food item, which would they be? Which snack food item would they become the spokesperson for?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. I'm just trying to sit here like,
It would have, what goes well with beer? Because Ed likes beer and I don't drink, but I eat all the snacks.
I've been doing a lot of wine and Cheez-Its lately. I don't know if that goes together, but that's my jam.
Yeah, no, it's like a dry charcuterie. It's nice.
Well, there you go.
The Cheez-Its and jerky. So.
Okay.
The only food I can think that he has gone to bat for on more than one occasion are these certain brand of vegetarian chicken nuggets.
Okay.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to go with brownies or brownie bites, something in that genre.
All right.
So that's what I used to eat from him while we gamed together.
Nice.
Ah.
Okay. So question number 3 is the multiple choice question. So again, I'm going to read this a couple times. So your pair is now the hero in an epic sci-fi or fantasy adventure. What kind of sidekick do they choose? Do they have an A, slightly less talented superhero sidekick? B, a robot of some kind? C, an animal friend with or without their own abilities? Or D, none, they work alone? So again, your pair is now the hero in an epic sci-fi or fantasy adventure. What kind of sidekick do they choose? Do they pick A, a slightly less talented superhero sidekick? B, a robot of some kind? C, an animal friend with or without its own abilities? Or D, none, they work alone?
I think as he's aged, he's gotten more realistic about things. So he's going to want backup and not of the cute variety. So, slightly less talented, etc.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with robot,
Okay.
or if you pronounce it robot. Either way, you can pronounce it.
Nice.
That works if you're going to hide both of you inside of it. So yeah, because you got a
Valkyrie
Robitussin.
Yeah.
Robitussin. Yeah.
Okay, so the last question of the round is going to come from the audience. So if you're in the audience and you haven't put a question in there yet, but you have one, go ahead and throw it in the comments, and Brian's going to read off a few. So Kevin and Damian, Brian's just going to read me a few of the questions, and then I'm going to write them down, and I'll let you know which one we're going to choose.
All right, I'm gonna find questions. Here's one. What is their favorite restaurant? Could be a question.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm scrolling. Okay. What's better, pickles or cheese? Let's see. I'm scrolling. Who will shave first is still on the table. So many people did not see Star Wars. It makes me mad. What song does one of you hate and the other one love? Or just what song do they hate? Who would be the one to pay the check if you were out to brunch? I think that's all the ones that are new so far.
Okay. Let me see.
Who is most likely to call the police? Yeah, what song do they hate?
Okay.
Scrolling or Brian saying scrolling?
Well, he's just auditioning for the new Captain Marvel movie.
Scrolling.
I'm scrolling.
That's good.
And get his hair parted to the side and play techno music. I'm Skrillex. I'm scrolling.
Okay, so this question actually came up, I think, in the last round, but it got skipped, and I like it. So the question is going to be, which emoji best represents your partner? So if they were an emoji, which one would they be? They could be one.
Do we have to draw it?
What?
I gotta look it up real quick. I know it, but I can't freehand it.
And if you're in the audience and you pitched a question and it didn't get asked today, I definitely come back and steal questions. Sometimes it might take me a few weeks because some days I don't have time to look at the comments. But I definitely go back to them and have a spreadsheet, and it's magical. Okay, so Kevin. Okay.
Oh, the poop emoji. And then Damian is that one.
Okay.
Oh, the cussing emoji.
Yeah, the cussing pissed off emoji.
Nice. Okay, so that's the last question of the round. So we're going to go ahead and get Marco and Ed back in here and see if we can score some more points.
Mandy just posted a picture of her emoji, which looks like a dog?
Is that a cow?
Or a cow? I'm going to go with dog. Or a
I'll go with cow.
Is it cow?
Yeah, it looks like a
Yeah.
I'm
cow.
gonna zoom in. That's a cow. That's a Holstein, my friend.
Here, hold on. Let's. Oh, yeah. Now I see it, and then I lost it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There it
Got
is.
little pink udders on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's utterly a cow.
Ah, God.
Yes. Ah.
Oops. I moved Damian on accident. Everything's falling apart. Oh, my God.
And Evan's a penguin.
Oh, now I've been censored.
I think I have a bar for that. Let's see. I have an actual censored bar. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, shit. Now I can't get rid of it. God,
I can take my shirt off then. Oh,
No.
Uh-oh.
Please no.
Oh, man, I need glasses so bad.
Okay.
yeah.
Brian says, quit milking this joke. It's a cow.
Brian's gonna get beef with.
Guys, you need
Okay.
to stop. This is another disaster.
Oh, we already did utter.
Oh.
All
Okay.
right, I know. Some don't. Him do.
So we're gonna move on to our questions now.
All right, Dana, we're gonna move on now.
Damn it! I should have
Yeah.
done that.
That was good. No bull.
Do I get any more time to ruminate on my answers?
Yeah, take a half hour.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Sorry,
question
Dana. Go ahead
number
and steer us where we
one.
need to go.
So Marco and Ed, you are going to answer these questions based on how you would answer them. So first question, between the two of you, who is more self-critical of their work? So between you and your partner, who is more self-critical of your work?
Well, that
Kevin.
stuff, we each we beat ourselves up pretty hard. I think both of us. I think Damien is more self-critical of his work because I'm a procrastinator, and at a certain point, I just get like, all right, fine, fuck it, I got to do it, and it is what it is. So, yeah, I think Damien is a little bit more self-critical. He
Okay.
edges me out.
And Damien, what did you say?
I think
I
I'm
did
also
not
going to be
get
more
that one, did
critical of Ed's work.
Oh, yeah, well, deservedly. Damn it.
I'm way more arrogant, and it's not a cover. So
Okay, and Marco?
I pick Kevin. Kevin is we do sketch comedy, so Kevin will come in and be like, I wrote a thing. I don't know if it's very good. and sometimes he's right. Sometimes we're like, what the hell, Kevin? But usually Kevin writes the best part of the show. So you know, I could be yes. Anytime we have a full page of monologue where you just say the worst possible things about whatever you're thinking, like those are always the best parts of the show. So. And I'm not self-critical at all.
We agree on that part. He is not self-critical at all.
Nice. Okay. Question number 2. If you became the spokesperson for a snack food item, what would you be the spokesperson for?
I got to pick one.
Yes.
right?
Well, damn. All right. Oh man, there's such a plethora. But I think at the end of the day, my first choice would have to be Reese's peanut butter cups.
Okay.
Second choice would be those little bite-sized cinnamon rolls you get at the grocery store in the big box, because I can eat like a whole box of those during a recording session. So
Nice.
I almost went with those too, except that I never liked them. I always just take one from yours to confirm it, and then I'm like, no, I didn't like it. Sorry to waste it.
yeah.
But that one time you brought brownies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good brownies too. I gotta remember what bakery I
Right?
got those from.
Nice.
Some spokesman you'll be.
Okay, and Marco?
If I was picking a thing, like I can't think of a snack food. I can think of if I was picking a thing, it would be coffee, because I'm always unironically happy with it when I get coffee anywhere. For a snack food though, shit, I don't know. Kevin likes all the snack foods.
That's true.
Yeah. So I would have to guess if it was a food. I'm gonna go with
Like-
ice cream.
With Kevin Big.
No. Those like vegetarian kind of nuggets that we have
Oh
at your
shit!
plate.
Okay, yes. There are various vegetarian things because of Adrian that I do. I will be like, this is pretty good. Hey, you did a good job with this one.
Nice. What snack food are you gonna rep, Brian?
What food?
Right, yeah, what snack food do you want to rep?
Oh man. Good lord. I love chips in all their forms. But mostly those cheddar sour cream chips are very delicious. So I'd have to go with that. I actually got desperate trying to eat tortilla chips the other day, and we didn't have any salsa in the fridge. So, and I'm not happy about this. I put sour cream and hot sauce together, and that was my salsa. So
That's a kitchen hack, dude. That's awesome.
what is that?
Yeah. That's,
Be proud of MacGyvering that. That's a kitchen hack. You did good.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Alton Brown would be proud. You got to send that to him for his quarantine kitchen show.
It was delicious, but I did regret it just a small bit afterwards.
Brian, I gotta send you. I found a brand of chips from Southern California. They started them in the '70s, but they discontinued them until recently. They're called Ponch and Johns.
What? I'm totally down. Let's do this.
Nice.
Ponch and John chips. Yeah.
gonna
Jones, it's a 1970s television show reference, Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, are you screwing with me? God dang it. Oh, that's the chips. It's from the chips. God damn it.
I didn't get it either.
It took. Thank you, Kevin.
But you're young. Brian's not.
Yeah, I was about to say, I got that reference. I feel old.
Yeah, Ed and Kevin were just rolling their eyes right away. They're like, yeah, we know.
All right, I'm leaving now.
Okay, I'm going to go to question number 3. So question number 3 is a multiple choice question. So as always, I'll read this through twice because there's a lot of little words on this card. Okay, so you are now the hero in an epic sci-fi fantasy adventure. What kind of sidekick do you choose? Do you pick A, a slightly less talented superhero sidekick? B, a robot of some kind? C, an animal friend with or without its own abilities? Or D, none, you work alone? Okay, so again, you are now the hero in an epic sci-fi fantasy adventure. What kind of sidekick do you choose? Do you pick A, a slightly less talented superhero sidekick? B, a robot of some kind? C, an animal friend with or without its own abilities? Or D, none, you work alone?
First off, when you said that I am now the hero of a sci-fi epic action adventure, I want you to know the first thought I had was "fuck yeah."
That's a fair thought. It's an excellent
Like, right after that, though, I think I'm going to go with the hero, slightly less able hero sidekick.
There you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah. That means he and I can work together. He can defuse the bomb, and I can't.
I would like to think that Captain America is slightly less talented than me, so he can be my sidekick.
Oh, yeah.
That seems
He'll
like.
be my side dish.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and Marco.
It's one of those things where you ask, like, sci-fi, you're in a sci-fi story, you're the hero. It's like, cool, what do I got? Like a gun? Do I have a hover car? It's like, well, you got your sidekick. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess. I'm going to go with, I want to say animal sidekick because that sounds awesome. But I'm going to go with robot because I think Kevin thinks I like robots.
You put him in enough sketches, Marco.
I even have a tiny robot in my creepy shed in the backyard. The one that Patrick wants. Patrick wanted my robot at one point. He's like, Marco, I want your robot. And it was like, wow, what? Does that mean, Patrick? Then he explained he had a robot that played cassette tapes, but it wasn't the one I have, so I can't give it to him. just as FYI, just to let you know.
Nice.
But yes. Awesome.
Okay, man, cool.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
I don't.
Yeah. All that for a Teddy
There's a
Ruxpin
lot
plug.
of subtext like I didn't catch. I don't know.
Teddy Ruxpin is a robot. I really never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
There's also a Teddy Ruxpin in my creepy shed, though, that I bought at Goodwill.
There you go.
'Cause I was like, I'm going to need this, and I've never needed it.
Dana, Teddy Ruxpin was a doll.
I know what those are. I was a child in the 80s. Okay.
It was
How
on the
did you
show
not get
Chips.
Okay, so the last question comes from the audience. So the question is, which emoji best represents you?
The bright red face with the black bar across its mouth with all the squigglies and the
Wow.
Yes, Yes.
Nice.
Damn right.
If you ever listen to the podcast,
Yeah.
you'll see why. Yeah.
Half the bumper is me pissing him off with puns.
I want to say none, because I couldn't even tell you what emojis look like, because I don't. I mean, I have a phone. I can use them, but I don't. Except like in a dickish sort of way. Is it gonna be?
So
Is
then
it gonna
the
be like,
eggplant?
oh?
So it could be
One day.
eggplant.
No, it's gonna be like the floppy disk thing, or the little water pistol, or it's gonna be something like that, because your phone does like a bunch of them. But I don't know. If it's like gotta be a face, it's gonna be an angry face. Then is that what we're looking for here? We're looking for faces. There's like 1,000 emojis.
He's just going to talk his way through all of them until you get there. Is it going to be the Burmese flag? Is it the flag of Burma?
Blink hints at me.
I feel like this question opened a can of worms here. Like,
So Kevin, what did you say?
I
Is
said,
it a yellow heart? Is it a red heart?
You're funny. That's fair.
Oh, it's the yogurt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see that. That's an appropriate response.
So I think Brian, that Damien and Ed didn't get their last point.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
There we go.
Because
Got
we're at
it.
the end of the game, and it looks like we have a 4-4 tie.
Whoa.
What?
Nice.
That's amazing. By the way, I did go online and look at this. I found this. Ruffles did come out with a special chips chip sour cream and cheddar flavor. I don't know if you know that. So,
Oh, wow.
and that's not at all Photoshop.
Not in the slightest.
I would never, ever Photoshop such a thing so shittily at the same time. So. I ran out of time. I was going to try and duplicate the Ruffles part, but I couldn't get to it. Damn it!
Brian's definitely using his time wisely.
Yeah. You guys are doing your show. I'm just making shitty graphics.
It's okay there, Spud.
Oh, God!
Oh,
dang
she
it.
skinned you. She skinned you.
Oh, stop it! Oh.
Okay, well, I don't think we have time for any sort of round breaker because we are at the hour.
Well.
So we're just going to have to stay tied. Hopefully that's okay with all of you. I mean,
I don't know. That's fine.
I'll take a tie. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we're gonna be like, no.
Some people get very mad when I tell them they tie.
Yeah, there have been some people that have gotten very upset when we have a tie. So,
Wow.
yeah.
No, we here at Geek History of Time have no problem sharing the spotlight with other people.
Oh, that's a good plug. That's a good plug.
Thank you.
That's nice. That was working.
Sponsored by Chips from Ruffles.
Hey, if they'll throw money at us, we'll take it.
Hell yeah. We'll chill. We at a Geek History of Time don't mind.
Oh, that's great.
Well, I just want to say thank you to Kevin and Marco and Damien and Ed for being here today with us. You were all hilarious and super fun. Thank you for playing along today.
Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thanks for having us.
And thank
We'll
you to
shout you out
everybody.
on a Geek History of Time.
Thank you to everybody who watched the show. We really appreciate. Yeah, I would have put Twilight on a shopping bag or on a chip bag. Oh my God, that'd be all the same. If I could eat Twilight, I would. That sounded weird. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good night. Bye.